Welcome, Zoom friends, and there we go. And YouTubers, if the algorithm has brought you here for the first time ever, we're a group of like-minded people. It's yoga for everybody. Plus, we have cats. Let's see if we can catch a cat today. Got it. Hello, Looney. Anyway, Looney is the co-star. Actually, he's the star of the show. So yoga with cats on the internet. I'm the first person to do that. This is his salary. By the way, my name is Greg. We're live streaming from Concord, California, just in the East Bay. Here's Looney over here. He works. I saw him on the side of the freeway. He had a sign that said, "We'll eat for food." He's being very persnickety. Anyway, this is a different kind of class, isn't it? I just moved to my new yoga studio. It's been a hell of a ride. And as you can see in this space, that I've included everything that I love. I think everybody should have a space like that. In this space, my loft up above the ground, I have my piano, my guitars. You can't see the drum kit, but there's obviously a yoga studio. I have my life coaching, and I've got my peace and my sanctuary. So in this space, we move and we groove a few times a week. We're both live on YouTube, and there are several recorded classes. But anyway, we're going to do about 4 or 5 minutes on your back. So Greg recommends you lie on your back for a couple minutes, relax, take a load off. If you're brand new, just follow along for the ride. If you're one of my veterans for years and years, you know we like to settle with some calm and peaceful on the back. I'll relax with you. I would lie down, but I have to manage computers and microphones and YouTube and Zoom. It's not easy being me. Nice deep breath together. Really good YouTube analytics. We have hundreds of people watching, and soon we'll have thousands of subscribers. So thank you so much for support, liking and subscribing. Maybe wiggle your legs out a couple of times. This is yoga for everybody, meaning the 99% of people that aren't contortionists or circus performers. Maybe you're older than 40 or 50 and think that you can't do this. I'm here to teach you and remind you that you can. Let your eyes roll back a little bit. Let your brain relax away from your forehead. Take your breath a little more deeply into your body, and yoga heals. Heal comes from the same word as to be whole. Whole, heal, ancient English word. Hey, Loons. Looney cruised back in. He loves the new place. If you look carefully, you can see at least 2 cat trees, if not 3. Good, let's spend about a minute just feeling our feelings. Breathe what you feel and feel what you breathe. Welcome if you're brand new. We have people from North America, South America. Oh, there goes Looney. We have people from Eurasia. We have people from all everywhere, from Romania to Tasmania, from Maine to Spain to Ukraine. We're a worldwide network of souls gathering together to spread love and tolerance around a planet that sorely needs it. So it's more than opening up our hamstrings. It's opening up our minds and our hearts and bridging the chasm between us, because we're far more one than we are separate. All appearances to the contrary. All the people that we disagree with or despise, they're the same person we are. They just grew up in a different environment and developed a different worldview. We'll never make one worldview. Healing comes from as many worldviews as there are, and the tolerance and love of all of them. Good, nice big inhale, biggest inhale you got. Exhale and let it go, empty out, drain your brain. We are calm and peaceful souls. Good, now wiggle your fingers and toes and circulate super extra feel good through your body. I call it feel God. We are God's nerve endings. Good, take your arms up to the ceiling, stretch your arms back over your head, and writhe around a little bit. Writhing with me is a good idea. That's my name, Greg Writhing. Okay, and then let's sit up or roll up together as you will. I have some exciting announcements here at Upward Spiral Yoga, this worldwide expanding yoga network. First is, I opened the box with my other pairs of shorts. The shorts that I've been moving in for a month actually had a very large rip in the back, and I've been walking around for a month with my ass hanging out. That's very humbling. Somebody finally told me, which makes me wonder about all the people who didn't tell me for about a month. I guess they were being nice to me. Sometimes you have to be cruel to be kind. That's one development. What's another development? Well, the sun is beginning to come through these beautiful garden atrium windows, and sometimes it splashes in very bright and kind of washes it out. So time for some sunshades over there. I'll take care of that. But in a general sense, everything is opened up about as much as I can. My Murphy bed behind me is getting closer and closer to invisible, so that will continue to improve. And besides that, the space is really feeling, has a really good vibe. I'm also a life coach. I've met with several of my clients here, and there's nothing less than miracles of expansion, of healing, of revelation, of evolution going on in this room. This is true whether it's right here in Concord, California, or it's spreading around the world with yoga and meditation and mindfulness. Anyway, let's chant Om together and then we'll get going. Nice big inhale. Hands to our heart, drop our chin in humility, holy, sacred, and reverent. An affirmation, an intention, invocation prayer. God, love, source, infinite, higher organizing principle, IHOP for short. Bless this expanding group of yogis. Give to us great volumes of love, light, and truth that we can achieve our calling and bring nothing less than heaven on earth. There goes Looney. Anyway, we're going to start standing for today's class. That's how we usually start on Saturday. If you're brand new, good. You should always be new at something. We're just going to start with some zombie stepping side to side. If you are new, a lot of this seems unusual or alien to what you normally consider yoga to be. because this is yoga called Vyayama. Vyayama means to break up congestion, stiffness, stagnation, not just physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. All these clogs and blocks that come from our stinking thinking, opinions, inaccurate beliefs, traumatic experiences, the stuff that comes from being human. 3. That's why some good change is necessary. Shake your cage, rattle your cage, isn't that the term? So my feet are soft, my knees are bent, swing my arms. I got all the room that I need now. I have as much room to move as I did at my old yoga studio. By the way, thank you for the YouTubers who have liked and subscribed. And I ask, please, could you do me a huge favor? Like and subscribe. It really makes a difference, not just for me, but for the world. The world needs mindfulness, yoga, meditation. I'll do my best to deliver. 3, 2, 1. Who knew the pandemic would lead to losing my yoga studio and gaining a worldwide studio? That's how it always happens. One door closing means a much larger one opens. Arms out. Good. Right leg, left, left. These are movements that everybody can do. This is a very diverse, inclusive group. I can't promise equal outcome. No one can. That's impossible. But certainly it can be diverse and inclusive. Ain't no such thing as equal outcomes, kids. Let's dispense with that absurd notion, shall we? But everybody gets a chance. 3, 2, 1. Good job. Okay, now my feet are hip distance apart. Gonna roll it up and roll it through my body. Yoga says, do this ancient art and science. And if you do it diligently, you'll rise up to your level of capacity. And the more you get more capacity, the more capacity you get. If you don't do it, you'll even lose the capacity that you have. 3, 2, I recommend the former. 1, inhale up, feet together. Now I'm gonna, I still fit in the camera. That's good. I'm gonna stand up on my tippy toes. It's been a very ragged 3.5, 4 weeks for me. And coming through with flying colors. And I'm so grateful for the higher power that operates in and through me that not just sustains, but strengthens and expands me. It's movements like this: 20, 19, 18, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. I'm going to stay up on 1 and pull myself off the floor by my own bootstraps. Close my eyes, balance on my tippy toes. This is good if you're older than, say, 40 or 50. Balancing, eyes closed. Open your eyes, drop your heels, knuckles on your head. Our first side bend left. See how accessible these movements are? Well, you might say these are too simple and too remedial. They're not if you don't do them. Inhale up to the right. You do these movements in this sequence and like and subscribe and be consistent. You'll experience nothing less than a life-changing miracle. That's not a Greg promise. That's a spiritual promise. Inhale up. And then step out wide. Arms out. 4 poofs. Up your back. Behind your neck. Poof. Keep doing that. I got to move this one blanket out of the way. It's bugging me. Yeah. There we go. That's better. Arms out. Get back. This is also proof. We're going to do more than 4 poofs now. This is also proof that you can take any space that God gives you and you can make it into whatever you want it to be as long as you are creative and willing and open-minded and highly diligent and action-oriented. There's nothing that can stop you from realizing your passion, because the power that's with you is always greater than any power against you. Release out. Good. I'm lacing my hands behind my back, and now my shorts no longer have a big rip in the back with my ass hanging out. That was a month of embarrassment. Maybe it wasn't as bad as I thought. Now I'm just gonna try to get my head and my butt down on the floor. I'd squat lower if I could. This is it. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, arms over, butt down. Inhale, come on up. What's cool about this is that everybody can access these movements. Good. Now pushing hands up, feet down. Second side bend to the left. This is called starfish side bend. I've named all my Sanskrit moves into my absurd names. Inhale up to the right. If you ever get to know me, I will have fun and pun with your name. It's a sign of endearment. Inhale up and release out. Good job. All right. Left foot forward, right toenails. This is a tough movement. I've taught public yoga for 25 years and seen millions and billions of newcomers. Turning onto your right toenails and swirling your heel around. A lot of people can't do it, but they'll get it back. One, a lot of yoga is recovery. For me, yoga and recovery are synonymous. I'm both in yoga and recovery, and the two go together hand and foot. Or as I like to say, the two go together like foot in mouth. That's one of the benefits of doing yoga, is you can more efficiently get your foot in your mouth and also get it out. Now with my eyes closed, I'm sinking into my alternately flexed feet. Good, open your eyes, come up and out, right foot forward. Turn over onto your right toenails. Swirl your heel around. There's a lot of circles in this work, isn't there? A lot of breaking up of sticky, congealed congestion. Gross, man. You don't want that. You want stuff flowing. Stagnation is death. Circulation is life. Other way. I'm circulating my foot. That's the power in this work. So many people are hypnotized into thinking yoga is some weird laying on nails, feet behind the head, eating fire stuff. Nothing wrong with that. I've walked over hot coals before. I've done Tony Robbins workshops. I've done Baskin Robbins workshops. So now I'm sinking into my feet. My eyes are closed. I've done everything. I've done all of that stuff. Been everywhere in the world, all the classes, all the workshops, and met all the teachers. I've been at this for 13.7 billion years. Good. Come up and out. And if nothing else, I've gained enormous humility. Tons of it. If there were a medal for it, I'd proudly wear it. Drop your chin. Take your head around. One. A lot of my teaching is tongue firmly planted in my cheek, not yours. 4, 5. As a yoga teacher, I try to keep my tongue out of other people's cheeks. I've been very consistent with that. 6. A couple of minor breaks. 7. We're human, you know. Other way. 1. By the way, this is the yoga class for progress, not perfection. If you've made a couple of mistakes in your life, if you've fallen down a few times, if you've gone down some nasty cul-de-sacs of life, well, you're welcome here. We're all repenting and turning back toward the light. And we did not come here to not make mistakes. Good. Drop your chin down, close your eyes. Some people say that I deliver a sermon while doing stand-up yoga. I'll buy that. I don't want you to buy it. I want you to like and subscribe, please. Cat needs new pair of shoes. Good shoulders. 1. See how we're cleverly going through all the joints of our body. 4. Viyama, Sanskrit, breaking up congestion. 7. 8. Other way. 1. 2. What happens when you break up congestion? Creativity, inspiration, guidance, revelation, epiphanies. 6, 7, 8. Now, with my feet about hip distance apart, I'm going to put my hands on my blocks. I admit to having a sore back from moving for a month. So I'm going to drop my head. I'm going to pull the pin out of my hair and shake my hair out like a sensuous librarian. Going to wag my tail, going to pedal my heels. It's our first forward fold. If you're bendier than me, there's about 4 billion people in the world that are. I'm going to lift both heels, bend both knees, look forward. Exhale, deepen. Something else yoga will do for you. It'll make you realize your true calling in life, the place where you bring the most love, light, and truth to the world. You'll find your mission, your purpose, if you haven't found it yet. Good. Exhale all the air out. Come on up. I believe each and every one of us is given a mission and purpose. We're all designed intelligently. Feet together. Now I'm pushing my feet down, palms up. Stretch left. Good. Inhale, my friends. Keep that beautiful line as you curve to the right. Good. Up you go. Now, wide feet. These same laced hands. Isn't this a good movement? This makes you handy, handsome. Other way. By the way, if you do yoga, you get more beautiful. Inside and out, the kind of inner beauty that illuminates outward. Plus, my students in particular, most attractive people on the planet. Just like attracts like. Can't help it. This is called shaking poop off of your hands. One way to be attractive is to keep poop from accumulating in your hands. Oh, what a view out my atrium windows. Looney loves it. He's got 2 cat trees over there. Hummingbirds come flying right up to his nose. This offends him greatly. He wants to eat one. Shaking my hands. Inhale. Look how tall the ceiling is. I love it. Now we're gonna do an Om together. Giant inhale up our back. Inhale. Prayer hands, eyes closed, drop chin. 30 seconds standing meditation, connection. Yoga means connection. Disconnection is suffering and disease. Connection is bliss and healing. It's just that simple. It's not easy, but it's that simple. If I can do it, anybody can do it. Okay, regular inhale. There's my new baby refrigerator with my cats doing yoga refrigerator magnets. How's that? I found them. Now hands on my hippies, toes in, heels out. And it's Saturday, so it's time to revolve your hips. It's time to undulate your undercarriage. It's time to circumnavigate your globes. It's time to Elvis your pelvis. It's time to churn your butt. It's time to swivel your superstructure. I have more words for what I do with my hips than Eskimos do for snow. I think it's all talk, Franklin. Ever heard of the yoga principle of brahmacharya? Look it up. 6, 7. I do a lot of brahmacharya. 8. Good. Feet together. Now everybody's diving to look it up. Good. Now hands above your knees. If you haven't done knee loops before, here comes the greatest new experience of your life as you make little circles down with your knees. This is good for stiff, crabby knees. And if you're really bendy, you can come down and scrape your butt on the floor. Other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale. Now, with our feet together, I'm going to pull my hands down. Forward fold, yoga term formal, Uttanasana. Drop your head. Now, breath work. Inhale, bend your knees, lift your heels, look forward. Exhale, drop your head, heels dig, buns up, air out, keep it out. You can go deeper when you're empty of breath. Science. Come on up, kids. Good progress. Inhale, regular inhale. I'll let you know when we ohm, I promise. Oh, I finally figured out where my drum kit goes. Arms out. That's a challenge. Left arm in front of your right, palms in. Crisscross applesauce. Pull your hands here, fingers forward. Party hats, very clever movements, very shoulder opening. Up on your tippies, arms up. Touch your elbows behind your head, suck your guts in. Up and down on your tippies. So in my brand of yoga, the second most important principle behind ahimsa, non-harming, non-violence, is mitahara. Rare word. Stand up on your tippy toes. Mitahara means cleaning up our diet and the appropriate intake of proper foods at the proper time. So I've been on that for almost 100 days now. I've lost 22 pounds. And I'm not going to tell you what my diet is. That's irrelevant because everybody gets a diet of their own understanding. But keep searching, keep looking, have an open mind, try new things. If your health does not feel good, if you're overweight or underweight, experiment. And drop your heels, lean left. Lost 22 pounds, at least 12, 13 more, 15 more to go. But finally lean and strong. Inhale, this way. Being in recovery and sugar, flour, cookies, cakes, for some of us, those are addictive substances. Not for everybody, obviously. Inhale. Good, now arms forward, bend your knees. There's no judgment. There's no proselytizing about what you should or shouldn't eat. There's just a call to be aware of it. Arms up, knees forward. Good, arms down, flip them over, forward fold, drop your head. Lift your heels, bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, deepen all the air out. Baya Kumbhaka, empty of breath, formal name for just getting the air out and exploring on empty. Arise up, yogis, inhale. One thing that makes yoga different is that the way that we work to follow the breath, sometimes a little bit, some practices, every breath you take, every cake you bake. Right arm in front. Clapping, pulling. I'll be watching you. Good. Okay. And stand up on your tippy toes. The song, Every Breath You Take by Police, of course written by Sting. His two bandmates hated the song, thought it was corny and stupid. Andy Summers took the song and said, this song's going nowhere. And he came up with the particular riff for it. And it went straight to #1 and was their most popular song ever. But only after Andy Summer lobotomized it. It's good to collaborate with people who can improve our stuff. Close your eyes, balance on your tippies. Open your eyes. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 2. Stay up on 1. Close your eyes. Good for you. Open your eyes, drop your heels, palm trees right. Good. Inhale to the left. These movements release endogenous morphines, endorphins into your body. Inhale up. Get on your own supply. Bend your knees. Now, a lot of my friends watching around the world are in recovery, the recovery 12-step movement. And I like talking about it and sharing the fact I think yoga is a perfect adjunct to sobriety and recovery. If you're one of my sane, normal students, that's great. If you're one of my crazy recovery students, that's great. If you're struggling with that stuff, shoot me a message. We can always chat. Arms down, flip over, drop your head. People need to know that you can come up out of that morass, that quicksand of disease. Inhale, bend your knees. Exhale, deepen. I've been up out of that morass for about 25 years now, and I thought I would never get out. Come on up. Only by the grace of a loving higher power, as we say. Inhale. Again, prayer hands. Take a moment, 10 seconds of conscious contact. I feel my heart going pitter-pat. Okay, now we're going to shift from joint juice to stability and strength, and follow along. It's either going to work for you, and if it doesn't, just try it. Just do your best. Fake it till you make it. Arms out. Of course, maybe you're an incredible athlete or a really adept yogi, and maybe you just join for the fun and the feel and the vibe. No one's ahead of anyone else. We're all equivalent souls. Good, now right arm under, fold up my arms. Now I'm going to bring my right knee over. So now I'm using my right toenails over on the left as a little training wheel. If balance is good on a given day and I haven't been moving for a month, I might lift my right foot. Adept yogis will slink the right ankle behind the left ankle. If you can do that, thank your parents. Sink in, choose your parents well, at least one. Garudasana, eagle pose. Glenn Fry pose, Don Henley pose. Good, now arms out, right knee up. Just marionette, balance on one foot. Gonna have to move slightly forward, I can feel it. Right knee up. Good, now my left hand is gonna grab my right foot behind my behind. This leaves my right hand to come down to the floor. Now I'm gonna inhale and look forward and try to touch my right knee down on the floor, which is virtually impossible unless you're really, really bendy. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, turn your right knee all the way up to the ceiling and fold over your left leg. I like to push my right foot into my left hand to stretch my right quadricep. Challenging pose, huh? Now release your right foot back. Twist your left arm up to the ceiling. Try to blossom open in all directions. Right heel lifts, left arm, head forward. Push out from the center. Good, now left hand is to come down now. Right hip, right leg, right arm, up. Ardha, half, Chandrasana, moon pose, half moon. Expand open as big as you can. If that's just a little bit, do what you can. Right hand comes down now. Now for coordination and cleverness, especially if you're older than 40 or 50, re-grab your right foot with your left hand. Stand up and balance. Bring your right knee out in front. And this is called, I am a calm and peaceful soul. Good, now just my right ankle, not my whole leg over my left knee. And then the pose I made up, where 2 hands and 1 foot. And then if you stretch your left knee forward while keeping your left heel down, it's the best lower calf stretch that any human has ever done in human history. So there. And then it leads to this most delightful balance pose. If you can, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands on the block. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, deepen. 1, 2. Maybe you can put your right big toe in your left nostril and kind of squeak it around there. 3. We're going to come up and out. We're going to put our foot down. We're going to inhale for an Om to show how strong our respiration is. Om. 20 seconds transition before side B. Close your eyes. Stop thinking. Gather your rosebuds. Be with yourself, your super self. These little moments of quiet, these gaps in between the incessant thinking, that's where heaven and God and the angels are, in case you're wondering. Good, arms out. Wide open, stretch open. Good, I'm going to pull my arms back and bring my left arm under and my left knee over. We're having leftovers. Now, I endeavor to feel my right knee slink underneath my left. I'd go lower if I could. This is as bendy as I am. Don't compare yourself with other people. Don't compete against others. Compete with yourself. Let today's person compete with who yesterday was. Elbows out, wrists away. Lift your left foot if you can. Slink it behind your ankle if you can. In this pose, you'll learn to concentrate like a raptor, an eagle. If you don't catch that mouse, you go hungry. Arms out. Left knee up. By the way, today's Saturday. It's a big eating day for me. Tomorrow is fasting day, so yum. Good, now see this right hand here? It's going to grab my left foot behind my behind. That leaves my left hand to save my bacon on the floor. Now I inhale, look forward, and if I could, I'd touch my left knee on the floor. If I lifted my right heel, I could come down more. Too much pressure on my ankle and my knee at this phase of my life. I'm very grateful to do this. Crunch down. On exhale, turn your left knee all the way up to the squealing ceiling, head down. Bonk your head on your right shin if you want. Push your left foot up. Oof. Good, you guys. Now, just release your left foot back. It'll go zooming back like a donkey foot. Twist your right arm up, head forward. Left heel pushes into the mattress behind me. I'm expanding massively in all directions. It's quite incredible. 4 corners of the globe. Good. Now, right hand down. I like this next one. I call it drive-in movie as I lift my left leg up as high as I can, head forward, left arm up, and I'm stretching a projector screen. Boy, there's that light shining through the window. We'll fix that by pretty soon. I've been very busy. Good, now left hand down. Now I made this up. Re-grab your left foot with your right hand and come up without releasing. Try not to touch the left foot on the floor. That's about a 50-50 proposition for me. We are calm and peaceful seabirds. Good. Now, famous throne pose, Throne. Left ankle over your knee, figure 4. Now, if you can put your hands on the floor, literally more prana to you, Prana. But with my 2 hands and my right foot, I can really sink in and stretch my right knee forward, right heel down. It opens up my ass without having to have a big rip in my shorts. And boy, does my right calf, right Achilles tendon just cheer bloody murder on this one. Yay. Good. Then prayer pose. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 from my friends in Germany. Hands on the blocks. Inhale, look forward. Ich bin ein Hamburger. Exhale deep in 1, 2, right leg straighten. 3. Good. Now let's regather our hands in prayer and we'll come up in tree pose, Vrikshasana variation. Boop. Feet together. Inhale for an Om, because we're kind of breathless. I do take your breath away. Inhale. Not permanent. Conclusion of standing part of practice means hands to the heart, drop your chin, close your eyes. Feel your heartbeat and connect with your HP, your higher power, 30 delightful seconds. Soon we'll be moving into the Om stretch. Good job. Boy, is this space working out. This is also proof positive that if I can teach yoga around the world from this space, your space works for yoga as well. So make it happen. Shape your space so you can do what you love. Now, I put out my pretty purple blanket for sitting with my friends. We have about 10 more minutes of Saturday yoga. Now a very simple twist before we get to more complicated ones. Inhale. Great analytics today. I'm so delighted to watch that arrow pointing up of people coming online all over the world. Follow your dreams, kids. They will start small, but they will gain a momentum, a critical mass. Inhale. Exhale to the right, to the right, to the right. Left hand, right knee, right arm behind you. Now, where is this on the scale of twists? 10 being the most impossible, ridiculous twists, 1 being for newbies and beginners. This is about a 3, perfectly good for most humans. Oh boy, do I know some amazing number 10 twists. Release. Can I do them? Can't come close. I know about them. I can talk about them. I'll show you. Leave a comment if you're bendy and twisty. I'll teach you. Hands behind your head. Push up. Just because you're a teacher doesn't mean you're the best at every pose. Tiger Woods, golf teacher, cannot beat Tiger Woods. But by seeing and watching and learning and educating, of course, we can impart that. Inhale. Exhale, left, 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 left. Right hand, left knee. Get a good little happy twist. Sometimes your spine might go crack, crack, crack. Nothing like sharing Saturday crack with your friends, the good kind. Yoga and recovery. This is a recovery planet. That's why the aliens aren't allowed to land here. While all of us humans are recovering, we are kind of in isolation for a while. Don't worry, the angels are all watching. They think Earth TV is the best station ever. Inhale here. Exhale. Really, we are an amusing species. Wouldn't you agree? All right, now from here, we're going to lie on our back. And a staple of my practice is Viparita Karani, legs up for half a minute or so. Got my new drapes up. Need a sunscreen for my garden window. Every day has projects. But for now, just legs up. If you can't lay on your back with your legs up for a minute or so, just keep doing a little bit every day. You'll get it. Remember, this is the yoga station for those who wish to recover their strength, their resilience, certainly to maintain it. But if you've lost it a bit and you've been drawn here, there's no accident. Now we're going to widen our legs out to the side. Very challenging for many. Now my legs don't go all the way down to the floor. Not yet. Ankles, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fingertips on the back of our head. 15 crunches. Do what you can. If I keep this up and keep with my weight loss, I'll be able to do my yoga with my shirt off like the old days, with my washboard abs. I was teaching this with my shorts that I was moving in. Oh my God. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend your knees, grab your knees. This is a beginner pose. Grab your knees. A little more. Grab your toes. A little more. Head down. I call this field goal pose. So you turn your legs into goalposts, and the NFL kicker is about 50 yards away. He's going to kick a field goal in between your shins. Hopefully it doesn't come up short. Remember, if your knees don't come down to the floor like a 13-year-old Romanian artistic gymnast, just do what you can. Good, now release your legs back up to the ceiling. A lot of people never invert their body. They never get their head below their heart. Yogis have been doing it for thousands of years. This is an extremely simple way of doing it. It's not a handstand or a headstand. God bless you if you can do that. But most people, something like this is really the deal. Good, bend your knees, roll up or sit up, depending on your current proclivity. How are we doing for time? Pretty good. Now, what's a Saturday without cats and cows? Start your day with cats and cows and end your days with some cats and cows. It's obvious what the breath is to do. You almost can't do it wrong. Inhale is spine sinks. Exhale, it rounds up. If you do it backwards, that's okay, you'll live. We're very adaptable creatures. Good, and we finish off with kind of like this pièce de résistance pose. To do this, you take your left leg back and you take your right arm out to the side. This is a great pose for you haven't done yoga or anything for a while, just supporting yourself, one knee and one hand. This is really good. But it becomes a bit of a forward fold and a twist by bringing your right elbow down. See this? And then I can lift my leg up a little more. Obvious, a stretch, yes? This is a good pose. Right elbow, left hand. For bendy or twist ears, come down to your right shoulder, right ear. See how I teach incrementally? Now my left leg can go up higher. I'm more supported. I have more leverage up through my left hip and left arm. What else could we add to the mix? Well, we're playing addition by subtracting. By subtracting things from the floor, we add to strength, courage, diligence, persistence, beauty, charm, charisma. And then I'm going to see if I can grab my foot. Every day is different. Okay, finally starting to cramp, big cramp, so I'm not going to do that. You know what's good for cramps? Midol. Lift up. Smile, big sideways smile. Left hand, left knee down. Conclude with a couple of cats and cows. Before we do the other side. Right leg back, left arm out to the side. Great pose for newbies. Oh my God, you say this is so hard, but you try and you're encouraged, and it's easier with other people. Shared pain is decreased, shared pleasure is increased. Good, then just left elbow down, very solid pose. Left hand, left elbow, right hand's on the floor, right leg lifts. Great pose. Maybe you're 87 years old and you want to get back in the game. This is really cool. From here, you would just drop down further, left shoulder, left ear, nice twist, forward fold, shoulder stretch, neck release, inversion, right leg all the way up, way higher than me, right arm up. And I'm not going to try to grab my right foot because of just cramping potential today as I recover from moving. Lift up, big smile. Good. Bring it all down, come out. Cats and cows. This gets the prana, the life force, to go up and down your spine, so all that beautiful energy goes to the faraway parts of your body so those areas don't die. Okay, kids. And where did everybody go? Oh, okay. There you are. All right. Let's conclude with 2 minutes of drishti gaze meditation. To do this, all I do is sit here. I just tilt my face down a little bit. I'm going to find a little spot on my carpet, and I'm going to gaze lovingly at one little dot or spot. I'm going to let my eyes relax half open or half closed, depending on whether you're a pessimist or an optimist. I'm going to let all the expression relax from my face. And I'm going to hold my eyes steady and softly on one little point. Now you might ask, can I blink? Sure. Another friend might ask, can I breathe? By all means. Hold your eyes softly on that one little point. It's training you and your ability to concentrate, focus. Avoid distraction. Just breathe. Okay, well, it's high noon, unless you're watching recorded, then it's now. Inhale up for an Om to conclude. Om. Prayer hands, drop your chin, close your eyes. God love source, take our more open minds and hearts and bodies and cells and atoms, infuse us with truth, the truth that sets us free. Om, Amen, Shalom. Okay, in yoga classes, traditionally conclude with 5 minutes of lying on your back. I hold time and space, and it's literally that simple. You get to relax on your back. Don't skip this. It's where you assimilate and integrate these great energies. So that pose begins now. And I'll keep track of the time and the space for you. Permission from cosmic headquarters to leave your body if you'd like. Floating out of your body is a beautiful thing. Okay, beautiful friends, stay nice and relaxed. There's that guy's voice from thousands of miles away if you're in Thailand or Siberia or South Africa or Walnut Creek. Could slowly breathe back toward your body at this point of nice blending of soul and spirit. If you'd like to invite God, love, source, your name for your higher power, doesn't matter what you call her, as long as you call upon her. Invite her in, he, him, she, her, they, them. Good. Wiggle your fingers and toes. Circulate super extra feel good through your body. Don't forget your God's hands, feet, nerve endings, nervous system, brain, blood, bone, emotion. Good. Curl onto your right side. Take your time. Good. Now, please keep your eyes closed when you sit up. There's a reason. Keep the presence, the consciousness, the awareness, the mindfulness inside. And as we gather back together, hands gather to the heart, chin drops, head bows, heart opens, mind humbles, souls connect. All together, the mighty Saturday yogis all around the world say, Namaste. Okay, I always like to conclude with thanks, gratitude, and appreciation. Thank you for joining today. Thank you for allowing me to do what I do. And a special thanks for your likings, sharing, subscribing, ringing the bell, all the YouTube things that grow yoga around the world. Can one person in their loft spread love and light around the world? Not just one, we all can. Find your ministry. If your ministry is yoga, accounting, artistry, loving cats, here he comes. Hi, Looney. Well, what a surprise. Maybe you take care of animals, but whatever your ministry is, share it with the world and share healing, love, and friskies with everybody that you know. So thanks, YouTubers. Have a beautiful day. We'll see you next time. Hey, Loons.